since I was a jit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the vip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9. Check.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
72.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He hits White, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Brady going to throw. It's complete. James White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that'll set him back 5.
Wait, set, 53! Check, 59. Let's go.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now Carr on the bootleg. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, 70 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Wait 20. Mike 50. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Michelle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Carr now to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Carr gives to Richard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The throw complete here to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders. Right down. 185. 694.
On first down, Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards on first down. Richard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get CD.
And it's Michel once again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Max Crosby, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it. This is Michel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's Carr to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Carr rolling to his right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And a cut, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 67 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, Richard. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation